Hello everyone, I'm Dr. John Gurban, PhD in Mechanical Engineering. Today, in this video, I want to talk about the prediction of silver price in the future scientifically. I hope you like this video. Thanks. Okay. The price of silver has experienced significant fluctuations over the past few years, as you may know. Here in this video, without considering your level of knowledge, I try to explain this concept in a clear and understandable way using scientific methods. As you can see in this figure, most of the silver demand is in the industrial sector, something around 60%, and only about 20% of the silver demand is for investment. So, one of the factors involved in the future analysis of the silver price is to be able to predict the future industrial demand for silver. Okay. Before we get into the industrial future of silver, it's interesting to show you something. The figure you see shows the demand for silver in 2019. The last figure was for 2025. The difference with 2025 can be seen in this figure. For example, it can be seen here that the industrial demand for silver was only 47%. Of course, there is an important point here. Please pay attention. As you can see in this figure, in 2019, the demand for solar photovoltaic was 9%, and if we add this amount to the industrial demand, which is also a rational thing, it is an industrial demand. We reached a number of 56% for the industrial demand in 2019. 47 plus 9, which is very close to the industrial demand of 2025. Therefore, we conclude that the industrial demand in 2025 was higher than demand in 2019, but the difference is not very significant. Okay, now let's look at what will happen in the future. Okay. Researchers from the University of Ghent, which you know is among the top 50 universities in Europe, have done an updated study this year, 2026, looking at the demand for silver in the future up to 2030. In this figure, in addition to industrial demand for silver, non-industrial demand is also mentioned. Also, another important point that has been mentioned is the issue of silver supply until 2030. In this figure, the horizontal axis at the bottom shows the year changes up to 2030, and the vertical axis on the left shows the amount of silver in ton. The green line represents silver production, and the red line indicates the demand of silver in electric vehicles, jewelry, and other applications. The blue line shows the demand of silver in relation to solar energy. It is clearly seen that demand for silver increases somehow sharply, but the supply for silver, green line, increases very slowly. The results from this figure indicate that by 2030, supply may meet only 65% of demand, which is projected at 51,000 tons per year. Before making a conclusion from the research done by Ghent University, I want to show you another published data that can confirm the results of researchers from Ghent University. In this new research, let me show you. Okay. In this research, it is investigated that until 2030, what percentage of all new light vehicles around the world are electric vehicles. In this new figure, the horizontal axis shows the years, and the vertical axis on the right side shows the percentage of new electric vehicles. It was predicted that in 2030, 30% of all new light vehicles will be electric vehicles, which need silver. Note that in 2025, only 17% of all light vehicles were electric vehicles. So it means that it is expected that the number of new electric vehicles are double until 2030, which means more demand for silver. Okay, now let's make a conclusion. The silver price forecast for the long term, 2026 to 2030, remain firmly bullish, probably, supported by tightening physical supplies, expanding industrial applications, and a recovery in electronics demands, as I investigated above in details. Silver seems to have the potential to reach $140 or more in 2030. Okay. Second method. This method is based on the relation between gold price and silver price. Okay. The first thing you should notice about silver is that the nature of silver is different from gold. gold is mainly used as a safe asset, but silver, as I mentioned above, has many industrial applications, but it is not considered a safe asset as much as gold. But still, many researchers believe that there is a relation between gold price and silver price. This figure, which was scientifically investigated by the researchers of Boise State University, shows the monthly average of gold prices, black graph, and the monthly average of silver prices, blue graph, from January of 1969 through December of 2000. The right vertical axis is gold price, the left vertical axis is silver price, and the horizontal axis shows the years. The researchers of Boise State University listed each historical decisions or events between 1969 and 2000 that caused similar effects in gold and silver prices. During these effects, if there was a spike in the gold prices, there was a spike in the silver prices as well. Based on this historical data, they assumed gold and silver prices were dictated by the same fundamentals. What affected gold affected silver as well. But that is not enough. If something happened between 1969 to 2000, it doesn't mean that it will happen in the future. So more investigations between 2001 until now is needed. Okay. In this figure, this new figure, the variations of gold price and silver price after 2000 are shown. You can see these two are somehow behave like each other. Generally, I mean in the long term, not exactly the same. So this figure can lead us to this fact that yes, there is a relationship between them. So if we can predict the gold price in the future, blue graph, we can predict the silver price too. Okay. In my previous video on the prediction of gold price in the future, I introduced one of the best methods for estimating gold price in the future. In that video, I investigated two different methods. In that video, it was predicted that the gold price can reach $10,000 or more in 2030. If we look at the historical data, we can see that the ratio of gold price to silver price can be considered between 40 to 60 in some cases, especially in a bullish market. With choosing the gold to silver ratio of 50, the silver price can reach $200 or more in 2030. Okay, I hope you liked this video, and have a nice day. Thanks for watching this video.